Have you ever wondered why Japan experiences more earthquakes than any other country in the world? This question has undoubtedly crossed the minds of many, and today we're going to explore the answer. Japan, a country known for its rich culture, stunning landscapes, and advanced technology, also happens to be a hotbed for seismic activity. This reality was once again brought to light when the Noto Peninsula was rocked by a 7.6 magnitude earthquake earlier this month. The power of this quake was so immense that it lifted the land out of the sea, extending parts of Japan's coastline by as much as 2 football fields. But why does Japan experience so many earthquakes? The answer lies deep beneath the Earth's surface, in the intricate dance of giant tectonic plates. This island nation sits at a unique junction where 4 of these colossal slabs of the Earth's crust converge, causing a remarkable amount of seismic activity. This frequent shaking is not just a natural phenomenon, it's a part of daily life in Japan, shaping the country's infrastructure, culture, and even its people's mindset. The Japanese have adapted to live with these tremors, building a resilient society that knows how to brace for and recover from these frequent natural disturbances. Yet, each quake serves as a reminder of the raw power of our planet, a power that can alter landscapes, create new land, and challenge human resilience. And despite the frequency of these events, each earthquake carries its own unique set of mysteries and surprises, like the recent uplift of the Noto Peninsula. So what makes Japan so prone to earthquakes? And how does this island nation manage to thrive, despite the constant threat of seismic activity? Let's delve deeper into the geological factors that make Japan an earthquake hotspot. To understand why Japan is so earthquake-prone, we need to take a journey to the center of the Earth. Imagine the Earth not as a solid, unchanging sphere, but rather as a dynamic, living planet. This planet is composed of several layers, much like an onion. The outermost layer, the one we walk on, is called the crust. But this crust isn't one solid piece. It's broken up into several large pieces known as tectonic plates. Picture these plates as giant puzzle pieces floating on the semi-fluid layer beneath them, known as the mantle. The mantle is a vast sea of hot, yielding rock that flows very slowly over time. This flow, albeit slow and steady, causes the plates above to move. They slide past each other, bump into each other, and in some places, one plate is forced under another, in a process called subduction. Subduction zones are particularly interesting, as they are often the sites of the most intense seismic activity. When one plate is forced beneath another, it doesn't go quietly. The intense pressure and heat cause the rock to deform, creating earthquakes and sometimes even leading to volcanic activity. Now, these tectonic plates aren't distributed evenly across the globe. Some parts of the world, like the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, are relatively quiet because they're in the middle of a plate. Other areas, like the west coast of South America, are riddled with earthquakes because they're located at the boundary between 2 plates. And then there's Japan. This island nation isn't just located on a plate boundary, it's actually at the intersection of 4 different plates. This means that Japan is subjected to the pushing and pulling forces from multiple directions, making it a hotbed for seismic activity. Now that we understand the basics of plate tectonics, let's see how this applies to Japan. Japan sits on a volatile area known as the Pacific Ring of Fire. This is not an ominous name given for dramatic effect, but rather a factual description of the most geologically active area on our planet. Picture a giant ring encircling the Pacific Ocean, stretching some 25,000 miles, home to 75% of the world's volcanoes and 90% of the world's earthquakes. This is the Pacific Ring of Fire. Now, why is this area so lively, you might wonder? The answer lies in plate tectonics. Our Earth's crust is like a cracked eggshell, divided into large pieces known as tectonic plates. These plates are constantly moving, albeit at a snail's pace, and when they interact, things can get a bit shaky. The Pacific Ring of Fire is where several of these plates meet, leading to a lot of these interactions. Some plates dive under others, a process known as subduction, which can lead to explosive volcanic eruptions and powerful earthquakes. Other areas see plates sliding past each other, which can also trigger earthquakes. And where does Japan fit into all of this? Japan is located right where the Pacific Plate dives beneath the Philippine Sea Plate and the Eurasian Plate. This subduction zone sees a lot of activity, making Japan a hotspot for earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The recent earthquake that struck Japan's Noto Peninsula is a stark reminder of the country's precarious position on the Pacific Ring of Fire. The Earth's crust shifted, land rose, and new coastline emerged, a powerful display of the raw energy that lies beneath our feet. With such a location, it's no wonder Japan experiences a high frequency of earthquakes. But there's more to Japan's seismic activity than just its location on the Pacific Ring of Fire. Now, imagine a three-way tussle, a tug of war where each participant is pulling in their own direction. This is what happens beneath the surface of Japan. The country sits atop a unique geological setup, where not one, not two, but three major tectonic plates converge: the Pacific Plate, the Philippine Sea Plate, and the Eurasian Plate. The Pacific Plate is moving west, constantly pushing against the other two plates. It's like a persistent bulldozer, forcing itself beneath them in a process known as subduction. Simultaneously, the Philippine Sea Plate is moving northwest, adding another level of pressure to the mix. The Eurasian Plate, on the other hand, is relatively stable, but is continuously being compressed by these opposing forces. Each of these tectonic plates is massive, spanning thousands of miles, carrying continents and oceans on their backs. They're not smooth sailing surfaces either. Picture them more like giant, jagged puzzle pieces that often get stuck while moving past each other. The stress accumulates over time until it reaches a breaking point, and then, in an attempt to relieve that stress, the plates jerk violently, resulting in an earthquake. Now, consider this happening at the meeting point of three plates, each moving in a different direction, each with its own agenda. The result is a complex network of faults and a land that's constantly shaking, molding, and transforming. This convergence of major tectonic plates beneath Japan significantly increases its vulnerability to earthquakes. Even the recent earthquake that struck Japan's Noto Peninsula is a testament to this geological complexity. The land rose along the coast, new beaches emerged, and the coastline extended. It's as if nature put on a grand show of just how powerful these tectonic movements can be. But remember, each earthquake, each tremor, is a reminder of the immense forces at work beneath our feet. It's a testament to the dynamic and ever-changing nature of the Earth, a planet that's been shaping and reshaping itself for over 4.5 billion years. This unique geological setup makes Japan one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the world. Despite the high risk, Japan has become a master of earthquake preparedness. In a world where the ground beneath our feet has the potential to shift and shake with devastating force, Japan stands as a beacon of resilience and readiness. This island nation, nestled along the volatile Pacific Ring of Fire, has learned to live with the constant threat of earthquakes, adopting a culture of preparedness that serves as a model for other seismic hotspots around the globe. Japan's approach to earthquake safety is multifaceted, encompassing everything from stringent building codes to regular earthquake drills. The country boasts some of the strictest building regulations in the world, with structures designed to withstand the tremors and jolts of seismic activity. These aren't just empty guidelines either. They're enforced with rigor and precision, ensuring that every new building, be it a towering skyscraper or a humble home, is constructed with the potential for an earthquake in mind. But preparedness isn't just about infrastructure, it's also about people. In Japan, citizens are trained from a young age to respond quickly and calmly to an earthquake. Regular drills ensure that when the ground starts to shake, everyone knows exactly what to do. This culture of readiness extends to households as well, with many families keeping emergency kits stocked and ready for use. The recent earthquake on the Noto Peninsula serves as a stark reminder of Japan's seismic vulnerability. Yet, even amid the chaos and destruction, the nation's preparedness measures shone through. The death toll, while tragic, remained relatively low given the earthquake's magnitude, a testament to Japan's commitment to earthquake safety. So, while Japan may be at the mercy of tectonic forces, its resilience and preparedness are a testament to its ability to weather the shakes and quakes of our dynamic planet.